Okay, if you are watching this video, you have now completed the homework and are ready to check your answers. Number 24, the vertex was 3, 3. 25, 6, -1. 26, -4, 1.5. 27, -2, -3.5. The next group, you had to find the vertex, focus, and directrix. 28, vertex 3, 7, focus 3, 9, directrix y equals 5. 29, vertex 1, -4, focus 1, 5, directrix y equals -13. 30, the vertex is -6, 3. The focus is -6, 7. The directrix is y equals -1. Next, problem 31, vertex 10, -5. Focus 10, -4.5. Directrix y equals -5.5. The next three, you had to write the equation given the focus and the directrix. 32, y minus 2 equals 1/8 x squared. 33, y plus 4 equals 1/20 x minus 5 squared. 34, y minus 3.5, of course you can use that to be 7/2, and then equals 1/6 x plus 4 squared. And then the last three, you were given the focus and the vertex and had to write the equation. 35, y plus 1 equals 1/24 x minus 4 squared. 36, right up here, y minus 5 equals 1/16 x plus 4 squared. And then 37, y equals 1/16 x minus 2 squared. All right, now I'm going to go over them. Obviously, you can fast forward to the ones that you needed help with, and hopefully I won't make any careless mistakes as I go through this. Okay, starting at 24, you are given the focus of 3, 7, and the directrix of y equals -1. So the vertex is going to be in line with this, so it's going to be 3. Now, if you think about it, it's 7, 3, 7, but then it's y equals -1. So there's 8 spots in here. So halfway down would be 4 spots below the 7. Hence 3, 3. 25, you have a focus of 6, 2, and your directrix of y equals -4. So your vertex is going to be in line, so it's still going to be 6. Notice this is 2 above and 4 below. That's a 6. The middle would be 3. So 3 between here. So -1. Okay. That was 25. 26, your focus is -4, 3, and your directrix is y equals 0. Vertex lines up. Between the 0 and the 3 is 3, so you need to go 1.5 below the 3 or 1.5 above the 0. And 27, -2, -1 is the focus, -6 is the directrix, so the vertex also lines up, -2. Between the -1 and the -6 is the distance of 5. Halfway through that is 2.5. So you're going to go 2.5 below the -1, which is -3.5. Or you could think of it as 2.5 above the -6. Okay, the next group, you are given the equation and you have to come up with all the other information. So the easiest way to do is to start with the vertex, would be 3, 7. Okay, you know your focus is going to be in line with it, so it's going to be 3 and then something else. Best way to do that, figure out that, is to do the p next. So 1/8 is your 1/4p. So your P is going to be 2. Okay, might want to sketch it out. If 3, 7 is your vertex, your focus is going to be above it, and your directrix is going to be below it. And it's going to be separated by 2 units. Okay, so 2 above the 7 is a 9. 2 below the 7 is a 5, horizontal line, y equals 5. 29. Okay, the vertex is going to be the 1, -4. The focus is also going to be a 1. The 1 over 36 is your 1 over 4p. So you can see that your p is 9. So you've got to go 9 below for the directrix and 9 above for the focus. So -4 plus 9 is 5. Minus 4 gives you -13. Okay. 30. Vertex, -6, +3. Focus will be in line with that, -6. Figuring out the P is 4. 4 above would be a 7. 4 below would be -1 for the directrix. 31. Okay, your vertex is going to be a 10, -5. Focus is in line with it. The 1/2 is your 1 over 4p. Might want to cross multiply on this one. 4p equals 2. P is 2/4, which is a half. Okay, so your focus is going to be a half above here, which is -4.5. Your directrix is a half below there. Y equals -5.5. Okay, the next group, the last 6, you're writing the equations. Remember your general form. Like that. You need to have the P and the vertex. So starting off with 32, your focus is 0, 4, and your directrix is y equals 0. So if you think about the graph, your focus is here on 0, 4. Your directrix is here. So right smack in the middle is going to be your vertex. So your vertex is going to be in line, so 0, 2. Okay. 2 is your P because it's 2 here and 2 here. So now we're ready to write the equation. Y minus 2 equals 1 over 4 times 2, x minus 0 squared. (33), your focus is 5, 1. Your directrix is y equals -9. So your vertex is going to be in line with the focus, so it's going to have a 5. Between the focus and the directrix is 10 units, 1 up and 9 down. So you need to find the middle of these two. So go down 5 and you're on -4. Okay, your P was 5. Y minus -4, 1 over 4 times 5, and then x minus 5 squared. So question number 34 has a focus of -4, 5, and the directrix of y equals 2. So remember, the vertex is going to be in line, so it's going to be -4. it's going to be between the 5 and the 2. Okay, between 5 and 2 is 3. So halfway would be 1.5. So 1.5 below the 5 would be 3.5. Okay, there's your vertex. The P, remember, is that distance. So writing the equation, y minus 3.5 equals 1 over 4 times 1.5, x minus negative 4 squared. So let's just simplify that down a little. 1.5 times 4 is 6. All right, the last 3 problems gives the focus and the vertex. So the focus on 35 is 4, 5, and the vertex is 4, negative 1. So I can go ahead and start writing the equation with the vertex. Y plus 1 equals 1 over 4 times p, and then x minus 4 squared. Now, remember, the p would be the amount between the vertex and the focus, or the vertex and the directrix. So from negative 1 to 5 is 6. Simplifying your equation, y plus 1 equals 1/24 x minus 4 squared. All right, 2 more. 36 has a focus of negative 4, 9, and the vertex of negative 4, 5. Again, starting with the vertex, y minus 5 equals 1 over 4 times p, x minus negative 4 squared. P is the distance between the vertex and the focus, which is a 4. Simplifying that, you have 1/16 x plus 4 squared. And the last one, 37, has a focus of 2, 4, and the vertex of 2, 0. So y minus 0 equals 1 over 4p, x minus 2 squared. Between 0 and 4 is a distance of 4. Simplifying this down, you have y equals 1/16 x minus 2 squared. If you did poorly on this, go back and redo some of the problems. That's the only way you're going to learn it. Not being in class, we don't have time to spend multiple days on the same stuff. I'd have to give you an assignment every single day. Call me if you have questions.